One of the hardest things, if not the hardest thing to do in the Pokemon trading card game is to build a competitive deck. Often you're either opening packs and trying to get cards from random sets to pull them all together to make something good, or you're going to the store to buy single cards, and some of the prices are absolutely insane for some of the best cards in the game. And in the Pokemon trading card game, the deck options have been not good to okay. For a long time, Pokemon put out theme decks, which were pretty popular, and they're still popular in PTCGO, but they're not that competitively viable. They have started putting out league battle decks. There's a Zacian one, Inteleon, and 2 Urshifu decks that are pretty good, and they have the foundation of a solid deck, but they're a couple of cards short from being truly competitive out of the box. I happen to have all 4 of those league battle decks, and I'm in the process of actually building them out. Do I have? No, this is the Zacian one. Okay, I don't have it here. They're up there on the shelf. There are a couple cards short. You kind of have to do the legwork to get the cards you need. But later this summer, in June, the Pokemon Company is releasing 2 more League Battle decks. I hit the wrong button. For Shadow Rider Calyrex and Ice Rider Calyrex. And one of the things we noticed immediately as a community is that marker on the box says play level 3. These are the first products that they have flagged as play level 3. The Urshifu deck is level 2, and that comes with 2 Urshifu V, 2 Urshifu V Max, and a solid list of support Pokemon and trainers. But as a level 3 product, we expect this to be better. How much better? Well, right off the top, we can look at the picture here, and on both of these, instead of 2 Vs and 2 V Maxes, this is 3 Vs and 3 V Maxes. This is amazing, right? V and V Max cards are the hardest cards to get. They're pretty rare. They're kind of expensive to buy if you're trying to buy singles. And in the old boxes, the level 2s, you're getting 2-2, which is a good start, but for the most part, you're not really playing a competitive deck because you're a couple cards short. For a 3-3 Ice Rider, like that's good. You can get 1 more Ice Rider V just to make it a little more consistent. You can totally fight with a 3-3 Ice Rider Calyrex. For Shadow Rider, you kind of want 4-4, but there are ways to play it 3-3. This is still very good, and it's a huge jump. Like, it is such a big deal to have the extra V and V Max card to make it a more competitively viable deck. On top of that, we've got screenshots for the deck lists on the back. So are you getting good support cards? Are you getting the right amount of energy? And these look fantastic. Let's look at the Ice Rider one, for example. You're getting the full Inteleon line, 4 Sobbles, presumably 4 Shady Dealings Drizzile, and you're getting 2 Shady Dealings Inteleons and 2 Quick Shooting Inteleons. Like, oh my goodness. I've really struggled to get the Shady Dealings line, and it's all here. All of the cards you want. Just like that. Drizzle by itself is like a $5 US card, and just to get 4 Drizziles is almost the cost of this entire box, and you're getting like an entire competitive deck for the price of these. Like, it's crazy. You're also getting 2 Air Balloon, Boss's Orders, Capacious Bucket. You're getting the Melanie cards. You're getting 9 Water Energy, 4 Path to the Peak. I can nitpick this deck, and there's a couple of things I would tweak here and there, but looking at it out of the box, you absolutely could play in a local tournament. You could play in PTCGO or PTCG Live with this deck as is and have a good time. Fantastic. It's like the first time that Pokemon's put out just like, here's a truly competitive deck. You don't have to go and find your own cards. Just use this and you're good. The Shadow Rider deck is very good as well. It's got the 3V VMAX, 3 Casselia, which is maybe a little too many. It does have that cool move if you're going second where you can accelerate 3 to the board. It's got the Galarian Articuno as kind of a substitute for a Shadow Rider an extra Shadow Rider V and V Max, and while it doesn't hit particularly hard, when you put it on the board, you can attach 2 energy to it right away, which does make Shadow Rider Calyrex's attacks even stronger. It's not a bad compromise there. You do get a Pumpkaboo to knock off Path to the Peak as a stadium, and then from here, you're getting a really solid list of trainer cards as well. You're getting 3 Boss's Orders, 4 Marnie, 4 Professor's Research, all your Pokemon search cards from Fog Crystal, Great Ball, Quick Ball, 3 training courts there as well to get your 15 Psychic Energy back. As a competitive player, 15 generally speaking is a lot, but it is the Shadow Rider deck which tries to flood your side of the board with energy, so that's more or less the right amount that you would want. So if you are looking to get into the Pokemon trading card game, you're looking to play it, and I like, you don't have to necessarily want to be a tournament level player. If you just want to play PTCGO or play with your friends with something that is competitively viable against pretty much anything, these are fantastic options and the best decks we've seen pre-made from Pokemon to date, and I look forward to picking these up later this year. They'll be out in June, and we'll go from there. I'm actually so excited by the proposition here that the next stream, we will stream with this deck. Now, I don't have the physical deck's not coming out until June, but I do have all the cards to make this version. So the next stream is going to be a League Battle Deck Ice Rider Calyrex stream, and I'll show how to tweak this deck a little more to make it competitively viable in the current meta. So again, kudos to the Pokemon Company for continuing to step up and give players competitive decks they can use right away, because I think that's the hardest part of getting into this game, is getting a good deck. And for Pokemon to finally say, just buy this one thing and you're good, it's fantastic.